Let's say you're a house flipper and you're looking for your next house to flip. And you go down the street, you see a house that looks like it needs help, so you decide to put it under contract, right? But how do you know what's the lowest that you can pay for the house in order for you to make a profit? I'm going to show you how I do that right now. Hello, I'm Royal Riney and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another video. If you've not subscribed yet, then what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and get to know me. In today's video, we're going to talk about how I run comparable sales. And I know there's multiple ways to do this, but this is just the way I personally do it, all right? I'm gonna write it up on my whiteboard. Let's say our sales price is $320,000. Our fixed cost is $17,000. Our profit, we want it to be $30,000. And my rehab is $105,000. So let's get out our calculator and see max purchase price. Okay guys, so after calculating all of this, our max purchase price is going to be $168,000. That's the most I'm willing to pay for the property. So when I go and I see a property, I'm going to negotiate around this price because I know this is going to give me my profit of $30,000, right? And next thing that we have to keep in mind when running comparable sales is the points, right? That is the holding cost for your house during the time that you're holding it to flip it. And ideally that's going to be like 4 months, but I calculate up to 6, you know, to give myself some leeway. So when you use hard money, they charge what they call points. So if you're paying 2 points, you're gonna be paying like $2,000 a month on the property for as long as it's in your position, plus the taxes on the property for that 6 months. And utilities, because you have to make sure that the lights and water, that kind of stuff is running, so when the men are working on the house, they'll be able to have light and water, right? So you're going to, I calculated that up at 12,000. So what I'm going to do is just subtract 12,000 out of my maximum purchase price, right? Okay, so after subtracting out my holding cost, I have 156,000. That would be ideal if I can find a property and buy it for 156,000. It has to be able to sell back for 320, right? So the reason we have this 320 here, we have to find out how much the house will sell back for. And in order to find that out, we need to find a 3 house with similar features. And we want these houses to be within a mile of our house, right? So we're gonna look up house 1. If it's 4 bedroom, 2 baths, we wanna make sure that the house we're looking at also has 4 bedrooms and 2 baths. We want it to have similar layout, similar garage, you know, because our house is going to be appraised based upon those features. Oh, and next thing to keep in mind is the houses that we're using for our comparable sales, we want to make sure those houses are sold within 30 days because we want to get the price as close as possible. So look for 3 houses sold within 30 days and within a mile from your own house with similar features. Once we get those houses, we'll come up with 320 or whatever the number is that you get. So we figured out if these 3 houses with similar features are selling for around 320,000, then my own house in the same area will sell similarly for 320,000. So once I figured it's going to sell for 320,000, that's when I subtract out my fixed cost, my profit, my rehab cost, and you know, my holding, and I come to the conclusion that I can only buy this house for 156,000 because remember, the house is in bad shape. It's going to take a lot of money to fix it up. And remember that with COVID and everything, material is kind of like hard to get right now. So the price is kind of just jacked up, right? So we have to make sure we know how much we can spend on the property, because the sellers, they're not considering that. And you know, recently they've been kind of in control of the market, but we still have to know that we have to get the house for the price that will make us money and not cost us money. Okay, so that is how I run my comparable sales. Give me a thumbs up if you understand what I'm talking about, or if you know, if you want to share with me how you run your comps, leave them in the comment section below. Okay, also you can catch up with me on Instagram at Royal Rainey Wins. And that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing to my channel. We'll catch up in another one of my videos. I love you guys. Bye.